That was When I'm 64, and let's do a lesson on this song. Fingerpicking version, and I learned it from an LP I got in the 70s from two French guitarists, Michel Haumont and Jacques Ada, and I know Michel Haumont is still active. And the LP came with a tab book, booklet, and that's from that tab book we're going to learn this song. And in the video description below you'll find a link to the tablature of this, and that will make things much easier, I suppose. We're in the key of C, and I'm having a capo on the 2nd fret. So these are my 1st and 6th strings, so you can tune. And of course, when I say the 1st fret, it means in literally the 3rd fret, but the capo is considered as a 0 fret. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So let's play the song, and I'll guide you through it. I'll play it slowly, of course. So those were the first 4 bars, and we're starting with a C chord, but I grab only a partial C chord, so the 4th string and the 5th string are covered. And I keep my index finger free for some melody work. And that starts already on the 1st beat. This is with the index on the 1st fret, 4th string. The alternating bass pattern changes in this song. It's often 5th string, 4th string, 6th, 4th. And sometimes it's 6th, 4, 6, 4. Or something in between, or something no alternating bass, like in the 7th measure. But in the 1st measure, I let my 3rd finger go from the 5th string to the 6th string. I think that's the most easiest version. And let to the index the melody work. And this, the 2nd note, 2nd fret, 4th string, I play that with a thumb. So the alternating bass pattern goes like that, and in the 2nd beat that bass note is a melody note. This one. And note that in the first couple measures I mute the 4th beat. This is an upbeat song, a happy song, so I try to give it some swing, some bounce. Mute, and to give it a little bouncy and swingy effect. Again, the index does all the melody work here. 3rd measure. And we're going to the G chord there. Again, this I'm trying to keep it short by muting with my right hand fingers just after I pick the string. I'm doing it with the 1st and the 2nd finger. So, index, index, and picking and resting on the string to keep it short. You could do that with thumb and index also, if that is easier for you. Now we go to a G chord in the 5th measure. the G chord to, well, an F in the bass to the 1st fret 6th string. And in that 6th measure, I think the 2nd note, in the tab it says 4th string open, but I play the 3rd string open. I think it's a printing mistake. And then 7th measure. And in the performance I play it more like, so not a pinch, but, and again I mute with my picking fingers after I pick the strings. 3rd finger, 2nd finger and 1st finger, then 3rd finger and 1st finger, changing and just moving up the 3rd finger to the 3rd fret 2nd string. And then we start again. And it's difficult to, if you grab a C chord, like in the 8th measure, that's what a tab says, but I lift my index finger so I can tilt my hand slightly to get that 4th fret 2nd string note. That's the same as the first 2 measures. So in that 11th measure, I'm picking with index and middle finger at the same time. Pinch. And my 3rd finger moves over to the 6th string on the 3rd fret. Pinky here. And the index goes to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And then we go to an F chord. And I grab it with the thumb wrap on the 6th string, 1st fret. And that's the 1st fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 4th frets on the 2nd, 3rd and 4th string. And I think it's the most easiest fingering. Of course, if you are more comfortable with a bar chord, no problem there. Only that the change afterwards, we're going to a C6 chord. It's like an A minor, but with the pinky on the 5th string, 3rd fret. And that might prove more movement going from a bar chord instead of going to that thumb wrap chord. Well, there are no general rules when it comes to fingering. I always say, do whatever works for you, and if the end result, well, the sound you're aiming at, and if the melody and how the song goes is not disturbed, if the rhythm keeps going, there's no problem. Do whatever works for you. So you're free to do that. So we have that F chord. That's a difficult stretch, and certainly if you see that the 3rd string goes from the 2nd fret to the 1st fret, and I'm fingering that 2nd measure, the 2nd part of the 2nd measure of the 13th measure, sorry, beat, simply by only picking those strings that I need. So the thumb on the 6th string, 1st fret, and 4th fret, 2nd string, and the 1st fret, 3rd string. If that is too difficult for you, just try then to play the melody, but only on the 2nd string, like this. Just move your index a little bit so you can tilt your hand. Again, that 12th and 13th measure. Or without the difficult part. And then we go to our C6 chord, which is an A minor chord, First fret, second fret, second fret, third fret. So the A minor with the pinky in the bass. Pinky goes up and goes to the third fret 6th string. It's the only way to do it. Maybe with the thumb, well, that was too difficult. Anyway, what I also try to do here, we have a movement in the bass. By accenting that and trying to play instead of with only flesh, but with a little bit nail. By simply tilting your thumb, so you get that sharper sound. And in the 15th measure we go to a D7 chord. And I also grab that with the thumb wrap on the 2nd fret 6th string. And like this. And then to a G chord, simply fretting the 6th string on the 3rd fret. And then to our C chord, but I already place the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. But then you have to move it for the 2nd beat to the 2nd finger to the 4th string 2nd fret. So that 16th measure goes like this. And a bit unwanted maybe, but it sounds good. By removing your 2nd finger from the 2nd fret 3rd string to that 4th string 2nd fret, you get a little bit of a pull off. But I think it sounds good here. And then we start a new melodic development, so I mute all the strings. That A minor chord again, and then the pinky has to do, well, the most of the work, and the melody changes to the bass. So it's essential to play that. You cannot walk away from this. And if the stretch of the pinky to the 4th fret 6th string is too much, well, simply remove your capo to a higher position. The frets are smaller there. And maybe you can get it. A little trick to, well, enlarge your capacity between your pinky and 3rd finger is put your fist between those fingers and open the fist like that. But relax your hands. That's essential. Do that when you're watching television, ups, like that. And you will see that the distance will become larger and larger. That on the side. So we were at the the 17th measure. And I'm alternating picking index, middle finger. So middle, index, middle, index, middle, index, and so on. And then we go to our D chord. And to our G chord. So that is thumb over the 6th string 2nd fret and the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string. And then open and your 3rd finger to the 6th string to get that G chord. And then we have again some melody notes, but also on the 4th string, which is kind of maybe awkward in the beginning. And I'm playing that thumb, index, pinch, index, thumb, index, pinch, index, thumb, index. So slowly. And then our C chord. And let it ring there. Again, we're going to a new development here. And it's essential the melody notes are So it's important to let those notes ring, and the rest is accompaniment. So you pick those notes a little bit harder. Well, try to. And let them ring. Now we're going to a E7 there, and just your index on the third fret, sorry, the first fret, third string, and your second finger on the fifth string, second fret. And that 24th measure, although you only see like that, open strings, it's essential that you, especially that third string, keep it fingered on the first fret, because you will slightly touch that string, and it's E7, so it's not a minor. Minor it would be open, but this is what we want to hear then. Not open, which is very different. Okay. And do that. Second finger with the second fret, third string. And then we go into an A minor, but on the fifth fret. Index fingers, first three strings on the fifth fret, and the third finger goes on the seventh fret, fourth string. And here the melody notes are. Those, we really want to ring those. And the first I think I use an arpeggio. And in the 26th measure, the second beat, thumb, index. Then we go to our D7 chord, well, D chord, not D7. And I'm fingering that with, well, the movement is easier, simply like that. Index, the pinky on the third string, second finger on the second fret, and the thumb does a rap. Again, if you want to use another position, do it whatever is comfortable for you. But the movement to the next chord, the F, is easier if you do it like this. The second finger stays on the second fret, third string, and our other fingers change into position for that rap chord. Again, you can use the bar, but I think it's easier like this. So, 27th measure. Those are melody notes again, let them ring. So we went to going from our D chord to that F, and here the melody notes are. Sorry. So let those ring, and again we have in the 29th measure that second beat, and that fourth beat, thumb, index, thumb, index. So. That F chord is that section. Again, slowly. And then we have a single string run. I just keep the chord, the C chord like that, and do my pinky the work going from the C position. But when we go to the third fret of the fourth string, I let the pinky do that. So, and we're alternating between thumb and index. Sorry. Open. And that last note of the 31st measure, I pick with the index, and I move my third finger to the sixth string then, because I want that note to be short. Run, and so it's wait a little bit, quarter and a 8 beat, so simply like that, and I play that with a thumb, and then we're playing the whole thing again. Alright, I'll play it one more time, really slowly. Alright, have fun with this little tune. Happy tune.